The Federalist Society is a student-driven organization that espouses conservative and libertarian values and gives the students a voice here at the university to be able to share their ideas and their thoughts.
It's a network of legal professionals who subscribe to libertarian and conservative views.
Really, the Federalist Society is just a forum for conservative and libertarian law students to get together kind of on an even playing field and get to explore ideas amongst each other and listen to speakers and debates.
Federalist Society is an outlet. It's a voice for the conservative law student. It's a way for conservative values and debate to be heard at the law school.
Well, the Federalist Society is a very unique and very important organization, and that's because it's completely student-driven and student-ran. It's not something that we get a lot of institutional support for, and in fact it was founded about 30 years ago by students at 3 or 4 law schools. The main principles that drive the Federalist Society are respect for the Constitution.
That a limited government should protect the life, liberty, and property of individuals and shouldn't dictate the day-to-day operations of the average person.
Well, essentially it's an adherence to founding principles, first principles of limited government, free markets, things like that.
Broadly, the principles that govern the Federalist Society are the focus of minimal state and maximum individual liberty.
Judicial restraint is one of the key hallmarks of the Federalist Society, being able to have judges indicate what the law is rather than what the law should be.
The Federalist Society's greatest strength is its ability to bring in speakers from around the country. No other organization can bring in the caliber of people that the Federalist Society can.
Well, the Federalist Society hosts many different events. We host speakers where a single individual will come in and speak about a paper that they've written or a particular topic that they're a specialist in. We'll host panel discussions where we'll have 3 or 4 individuals come in both locally and nationally to come in and discuss a particular topic, and then we'll host debates where we can have opposing points of view discussed on a particular topic. Additionally, the Federalist Society will host community events like gun safety, we'll host fundraising events, and then we'll host just simple social events for people to become involved.
We've hosted fundraisers such as concealed carry permit certification, and in the future we hope to hold continuing legal education events.
The Federalist Society's had so many great events that I can't narrow it down to just one, but there's some that were very exciting for me. And I know some other people that I've been watching getting interviewed have mentioned John Lott. That was a great debate about gun control and what gun control policy, whether or not it makes our individual university campus more safe or not.
One where we had how to commit murder in Idaho and get away with it, which was a good kind of a catchy name for a speech about basically an adherence to textualism and to not, interpreting law in such a way that, rewrites it, and to stick to originalism.
But the single greatest event that I think that I've been to was the Student Leadership Conference this past summer in Washington, D.C.
I think that we brought in guys like Professor John Baker from LSU who spoke about abortion, and we had a great discussion on abortion that was a lot more in-depth than I think you'll find on TV, on CNN or Fox News or MSNBC.
My favorite Federalist Society event was when the economist John Lott came in to debate concealed carry on campus and guns on campus. By far one of my favorite events.
There were some ideas that I disagree with that Federalist Society brought in, like we had David Friedman come in, who's Milton Friedman's son. He's actually an anarcho-capitalist, and so he made a good argument for abolishing all criminal code.
Probably one of the coolest things I've done in my entire law school career, and it's something that I wouldn't have been able to do unless I went to law school, was I joined the Federalist Society and I decided to go to their national symposium. It was absolutely incredible. I got to meet Justice Thomas, who was one of the most genuine and honest people in a position of power that I've ever met in my life. And I think the Federalist Society provides awesome opportunities.
The Federalist Society espouses conservatism and libertarianism. However, they don't shut out other viewpoints when we have debates or speakers or panels. They want to have a well-rounded discussion.
Strength of the Federalist Society, in my opinion, is the opportunity that gives to students to be able to interact with some of the greatest thinkers in the United States, some of the greatest scholars in the legal field.
I think it provides an opportunity for them to get a free meal every now and then and enjoy some debate and remind you why you came to law school in the first place.
Probably the greatest strength of Federalist Society is just the opportunity to get out there and network and meet new people, whether they be your classmates, people in other classes. It's kind of your opportunity, especially as a 1L, to interface with people that are 2Ls, 3Ls.
The Federalist Society's greatest strength is the opportunity for ideas to be heard.